You are officially the solution. You are untouchable, and you are in the frequency of the top 1%. You are becoming obsessed with yourself and knowing that your issues are already solved. You are going through this reset, this mind reset. I'm not skating on thin ice. There's no issue here. There's no problem. It's already solved. This hostile work environment, walking on my tippy toes, walking on eggshells, getting sidetracked, thinking that the issues are encrypted. There are no more issues. There's a whole lot of Hakuna Matata in this mother effer. You can manifest your every wish, and you are changing the narrative and how you see that. Now, it's like a big spiritual awakening for you. You are unlocking new wisdom. You are more receptive to information than you have ever been before. And now you're being used as a channel for this information, because you will have your very own way of being a star messenger and teaching the top 1% how to also bounce back, how to also be untouchable. You're doing everything in reverse. If you thought you couldn't top what you were doing yesterday, you're about to top it again. No one switches up like you. No one bounces back like you. No one pivots like you. You get new information and you flip it on its and make it assume the position. This is why you are the frequency of the top 1%. You are always gearing up for a new change and a better way to do something. You are not looking at reality the way that everybody else is looking at reality. Like it has to be this chore, this burden, swimming upstream, fighting against this current. You're done. You are officially untouchable. Problems cannot touch you in the way that they used to before. And oh, have you been tested this last year? You were tested so much, and you held on so strongly to the fact that there has to be action. I always have to take action to fix something. I'm always having to move to fix it. And you don't have to do that anymore. You are putting all of those limiting beliefs in reverse, and you are gearing up for the level up of your life. You are done dealing with terrible bosses. You're done settling for crappy relationships or situationships. You're ripping up all the caution tape. You're done being sidetracked, and you're done thinking that all of your manifestations that you've ever wanted in this lifetime are encrypted. They are not. You are the frequency of the top 1%. And you are no longer embarrassed that you think differently than other people. It's good that you think different. It's good that you are different. It's good that you are receptive to new information. You are independent. You have made a complete 180, and yesterday's problems are not your concerns today. I heard somebody say the way that you look at a problem is the same way the problem is looking at you, and I'm seeing angel number 444 as I say that. The truth is, your reality doesn't have to be what everybody else says, because you're not regular, you're not schmegular, you're not of this world, you are super galactic. So as you're in the frequency of the top 1%, you're like, what does that mean? What does that mean to me? It means that you are divinely designed to have whatever the heck you want. The universe is your sugar daddy. You are going to slow down to celebrate yourself, and you're going to forgive yourself for yesterday's mistakes, last year's lessons, because all of that was necessary and led you to this point. If you were wanting a car or to pay off some huge debt, you are no longer looking at that like it's an issue. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Like, let me think. I'm going to have to take all of this action. You're changing also the why of motorcycle. You are changing the why of why you do things. Well, I have to do this because if I want that, then I have to do this. But you're changing all of that. You've got new teachers, new influencers, new gurus, and they are really lifting you up and making you feel stronger than ever. You will also, as the top 1%, make a huge impact on other people. You will teach them how to become independent with spirituality and just the way that you are creative. You have creative abilities. You are a creative prodigy. I don't know if anybody told you, but you have been special since birth. You've always been in the frequency of the top 1%, but now you are unlocking the rest to make your life a whole lot easier. Your words and the way that you teach leave people shook. You have a very creative and unique way of teaching other people to be strong, to believe in themselves. You are not the one to play with. You are untouchable. You are unbreakable. You also have the spirit of the wolf. You are paying close attention. Now, every era that you have lived in and the many lifetimes that you feel you have lived, you're starting to see, I needed that and now I move on. I needed that and now I move on. I'm not going to be mad at myself that I went through this and it was so long and I went through the school of hard knocks and I took the scenic route. You now are going to open all of the doors. You know, opportunities are behind every door. And then not even that those doors are open. So it's not even behind the door is that opportunity that waits for you. The doors are already open. You've made a complete 180. You are changing everything. It's a lot of little changes that have added to this, but it's all mental. Your mental game is like, what? People are blown away by the way you bring things closer to you. You're really over having to climb to get what you want. You're like, I've wanted to be in Empress mode my whole life. I know I'm a part of the top 1%, but why am I holding on way too tightly to this? Because that's what we're taught. That's what we know. That's what we practice. Everybody else is doing that. Everybody else is in scarcity. Everybody else is embarrassed of thinking differently. You're going to think differently and win. You are at the top of your class. Your every wish is already here. Oh, I got to pay off that debt. It's already paid. Oh, I have to worry about this over here. It's already taken care of. It's already taken care of. And not because you had to sweat to take care of it. Because you knew. That's good. That's good. I don't have to. Nope. Not going to worry. Everything I do is already taken care of for me. That is the frequency that you're moving into. So you are really going to feel like, yep, I am the top 1%. Been in this frequency whole time. Maybe not whole time, but you always knew that you were the 0.1%. You always knew that you were the top 1%, but you were really wanting to prove it to yourself in some way, not wanting to feel like a fraud or an imposter, but you got this. You've put so many self-limiting beliefs in reverse, so many generational curses you have broken with your mind. All with your mind.
2,000 years later.
As your spiritual accountant, I just wanted to let you know, give you a little update. Your wishes are coming true. You threw your problems to the curb. You chucked it in the F-it bucket. And you are ready to experience limitless abundance. Now, as your fairy godmother, I wanted to tell you guys there is a whole feast being prepared for you to celebrate the fact that you are the top 1%. You have been under review and you are graduating from these very hard lessons that you were taught your whole life leading up to this moment. This was your life before. I got it. Everything's on fire. Everything's fine. And people were looking at you like, are you sure? Because you're crawling. Are you sure? Because you're kind of on fire right now. And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. And then here comes the tower. Here comes the setback. Here comes the upheaval. You are done living your life that way. So you're calling out yourself. You're putting yourself in the hot seat. Like, why do we do that? We're not doing that anymore. We're in the frequency of the top 1%. I'm untouchable. Problems don't touch me like that. You have this cloak of invisibility. You have this shield when it comes to problems that arise. You're looking at them completely different. Like, issue. Yeah, it's like a mosquito. Okay, you see, like, there's all this beautiful fruit. We have the 9 of cups. And then there's these freaking mosquitoes. 1 mosquito, 2 mosquito, 3 mosquito. There's always going to be annoying things that are happening around us. But the way that you're going to be handling that, like, riddle me what? What problem? And that's why it's so important that you've been walking away from things that you're not aligned with anymore, things that don't excite you. You weren't around the people that even get it or even know what you're talking about. And so you're about to build a completely different community because you are waking up. If you thought you couldn't wake up anymore, you are officially waking up. Like, oh, I get it. I don't need to do that anymore. What was I thinking? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm moving on. You have incredible strength. You have incredible strength of the body. You have a high tolerance for pain. If you couldn't already tell right here, you have a very high tolerance for pain. You can hold anything, you can do anything, but you don't have to anymore. And I've been telling you guys that for 2 days. You don't have to anymore. You are rising from the ashes, from being on fire, okay? You were living this way for a very long time. Then you had to take a little nap, okay? You're coming out of this coma. You're coming out of this slumber. It's a hard factory reset. But you are receptive to doing things new ways. So it's kind of like if you updated a phone, right? When you do a hard reset on a phone, you gotta change all the settings again. And it's annoying. It can be annoying. But what you're going to be doing is being excited about, okay, I did this hard reset. I'm coming out of this spiritual coma. I'm coming out of this slumber, this hibernation, this dark night of the soul. So I can make sure all the settings are different the way that I am moving in this era. Okay, you're changing the narrative. You didn't think that you could. For a long time, you're like, oh, I think I can. And then you'd get sidetracked. Oh, I think I can. And then you get sidetracked. Like, well, I'm in love with this person, but they're not the best. And they don't want to commit. Or I need this job, but they treat me like crap, but the salary is good. You were letting other people pull the strings, or you were letting there be a middle person, and you're not doing that anymore. You're coming out of this spiritual slumber a whole new spirit animal. You have this fire in you, and you're breathing it on everything, torching all the things that you don't need, torching bridges, burning them down to the ground. At the same time, you don't have to walk on fire anymore. You don't have to be on fire. You're just going to breathe fire and excitement and gratitude into the life that you deserve. Yeah. You're going to be a better balanced of yin and yang as well. So you've graduated. Your table has been being prepared in the presence of everyone. You are being exalted in front of everyone. You are the frequency of the top 1%. And you have risen. People even try to keep you in this slumber. Your limiting beliefs, your shadow, your ego, and all the naysayers try to keep you in the slumber. See these arrows? People try to shoot their shot while you were down. And you never stay down for long. Because you have 9 lives, and there's a lot of things you're going to be doing on your own. You have just mentally decided, hard reset, purged all of that junk. Don't even resonate with that anymore. And now you're packing lighter. You are the full 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Excited about all the new settings. And with that comes new relationships where you get to meet other people that are the top 1%. Where you get to meet other people that are just like you. That you are being celebrated in this moment in other dimensions. You are opening portals because of your gratitude and because of the way that you've shifted your mind. And you will be recognized for it. So there is something that you're mastering right now. I love this. You've gotten new information and you're locking that in. You're like, ooh, this helps me. I'm going to be in the frequency of the top 1%. I'm not going to look at problems that way or issues that way or setbacks that way. I don't have setbacks. I don't have issues. The problems are already solved. The things that try to get in my way, they're already solved. And maybe you were already doing that in certain areas of your life, but now you're going to do that in all areas of your life on 1,000. So you go from 0 to informed real freaking quick. Affirm it below. I go from 0 to informed real freaking quick. You will be recognized. You will gain popularity, status, a legacy by teaching others how to get out of their own way. And each and every one of you that have attracted this video, have attracted this message, will have your own unique way of teaching a group of people, the collective, the masses, the thousands and the millions, how to be a part of the top 1%. How to get out of their own way. Because it's not just, oh, if you're part of the top 1%, like you can't sit with us. You can't sit with us if you're not a part of the 0.1 or the 1. No, you are going to teach the willing, those that want to change but don't know where to start. Each and every one of you watching will have your very own unique way of how to build this up in others where they are also a part of the top 1%. And it's freaking beautiful. This fire that you were walking on, there was nothing blooming. Okay? Everything was being torched. You're like walking on lava here. And now, all my late bloomers, my ugly ducklings, all the things that you used to consider yourself to be, you're like, I'm sipping on the fountain of youth. I'm gonna live forever. I'm a vampire. Just kidding. I am not of this world. Affirm it below. I am not of this world. So you are attracting like minds, and it's coming to you fast. This rapid growth, you are attracting people that are of this untouchable top 1% frequency. You'll get messages, notifications. You'll see new influencers. Prepare to be amazed. Prepare to be amazed at what you're unlocking. Now, the angel numbers that I saw for you today before this message was 717, 707, 909, and 420. What else did I see? And 444. So now the only tower that is going to be in your life is a tower that is a crystal, is a tower like it's you. You are the tower knocking down all the limiting beliefs. 1111. You are the tower. There are no more towers coming in because your mindset has shifted. There's no more puppet master. There's no more looking at yourself like, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that. And then there was this issue and that issue and that. Like, you're really going to wipe the slate clean because you've been ready. You've been ready for this information. So wherever you're getting it from, whoever your spiritual teacher is, it's helping you in ways that like your life is being changed and you're so grateful. You're like, I really needed, the bing, bang, boom. I needed to learn something a certain way. Or maybe it's a couple different influencers. Maybe it's one message one day and a different person the next day. Whatever it is, you feel like you're channeling more than ever. Being like, yeah, I'm receptive to that. I'm going to try it. All of these things that you're trying and doing and seeing and saying are changing your life. Like you're changing your DNA. You always had greatness in your DNA. But like you are being activated to live your dream life right now. Affirm it below. I am being activated to live my dream life now. You are starting to see that you can do anything. Things arise like bing, bang, boom, and you're like, I got that, I got that, I got that. Notification, boom, I handled it, handled it, handled it, handled it. You are believing in yourself. Like, I don't know why I was making other things so hard. So this is what you're practicing. You are so motivated right now to get these things that used to really like take down your whole day, take down your whole week, take down your whole year. You're like, no, I'm manifesting magic. I don't know what just opened for you, but there is a new way of doing something where you're like, yeah, the problem's looking at me, and I'm like, I don't got no problem. Hello, problem. I don't have no problem. Know your worth and add tax. I want you to affirm it below. I know my worth, and I'm adding and adding and adding. Trusting in yourself is a priceless currency. Normally, I would say trust is a priceless currency. But in this case and in this message for the frequency of the top 1%, trusting in yourself is a priceless currency. You're not going to get all up in your own way. You're like, I know my worth. So let's say you wanted to buy lunch and you're like, oh, but normally, okay, let's say normal you would be like, well, I can afford it, but I don't really want to buy it. And I don't know, like maybe you never order takeout. And you're like, you know what? I've been meaning to do that for myself, so I'm going to order takeout today, even though, you've been trying not to order takeout or whatever the case is. And you stop yourself. Like, I'm ordering the takeout. There's no issue. There's no problem. What you want, you already have. You already have it. You don't have to, it's not outside of you anymore. It is you. Yeah, I'm getting lunch. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. You're not concerned with little things that, and they're not little, but you know what I mean? You're not concerned with certain things that used to really like get you wound up. Like the number in my account moved and, oh my gosh, now what am I going to do? You maybe feel like, or maybe you're realizing you used to look for problems. I'll give you an example. When I used to smoke cigarettes, I would look for reasons to smoke cigarettes. Like, everybody's pissing me off and everything's hitting the fan, so I need to go outside and I need to have a cigarette. I smoked for a very long time, and now being sober from that for what feels like forever. When did I quit? I think I quit 6 years ago. I think I'm 6 years sober from cigarettes. 6 or 7 years. And then I'm 10 and a half years sober with everything else. But I would look for reasons to use that coping mechanism. And there's just things being activated in you where you're like, I got this. I got this. I can do the layup. I can do the assist. I can play defense. I can play offense. Like you're just like, I can do it all. This is you. There's nothing in the middle anymore getting in your way. You're like, I'm in the middle. And I'm choosing what I want. Period. The end. The water is no longer murky. Things are becoming crystal clear. Maybe you wanted to get a house and you're like, well, I need to get out of this debt and I need to pay this off. You're just looking at it differently. Like, that's not a problem. I'm going to handle things. I'm handling them. Get the house when I want to, when I feel inclined to, but I'm not going to look at that as a hurdle. There are no more hurdles in your way. This is crazy to me. This is just crazy to me. I'm like, wait, what? We don't have problems anymore? Even I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. So, like, forgive me for, like, if I'm stumbling and bumbling, I'm trying to, like, get it out correctly, what I'm channeling, and I hope it's helpful. It will be. It will be helpful. But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm also trying to wrap my brain around it. Anyways, the water is now crystal clear. And that is something you've been waiting for. You're like, oh, I can't really see. I don't really know what's going to happen. And now you're like, no. I get it now. I'm rising. I get it now. Issues with the body. Those are no longer issues for you. It's also just showing you where you weren't taking care of certain things. And now that's not always the case. But what I'm getting for this message is we are being shown where we were negligent with our bodies in most cases. let's say we weren't doing enough self-care, and some of the things that you were trying to mend or fix are now being repaired with self-care, or self-care, it's doing a lot, and then your mindset is doing a lot, and maybe you're just starting to see like you were just putting way too much on yourself, and that might be the main reason everything switched up. Your body was at capacity. Your body was at capacity. Where did that card go? Where you were, walking on, your body couldn't take it anymore. You'd been doing this for decades. Whoever I'm speaking to, you'd been doing this for decades. I got it. That I'm fine. Everything's on fire, but you're like, I'm fine. You're just at the table like, everything's good. So you're going from this pit to this palace. You are getting cheat codes, bing, bang, boom, boopity, boopity, boop, left and right. You're getting all the cheat codes, bestie, and I'm so excited for you. Okay, we have leap of faith. You know it's going to work out for you. You're walking on water right now, okay? You're walking on water. You're walking on sunshine. You're just like, wow, I just feel so much better. So yes, you are the frequency of being open to receiving. You are in the frequency of my problems are solved. Duh. And not being delusional. You're actually learning something. You're learning a manifestation technique, okay? You're very open to different manifesting techniques and ways of taking care of your body and health. So not just like pulling this out of the thin like sky. But I'm only channeling it to be a surface level, I don't want to say surface level message, but do you know what I mean? I'm only channeling so much of it because I don't really know much about it myself, but this is what I'm getting. The gist of it is you are making room to no longer be skating on thin ice, to no longer be walking on eggshells, to no longer be settling, to no longer be so consumed by issues or problems. You're learning how to re-navigate after this hard reset. And you're about to be very successful doing it. So like there's fire. She ain't down here. She ain't in the pit no more. You see? Like it's whatever you're learning right now is a game changer. If you feel comfortable enough to share it down below, I would love to hear it. Or it could help somebody else that's also in the top 1%, or somebody that wants to be in the top 1% in this frequency. You guys can share what technique you're using, or what you learned today or this week that's been really helping you. I don't know, I'm just getting that you yourself are a game changer, so you need to be around game changers all the time. And it's weird. It's like you didn't see who these game changers were before, and now that you're really open to this and you're opening these new portals and dimensions and timelines, now it's like everywhere you're getting new information, and you're like, oh, I love this. I absolutely love this. Okay, anything else? You just got to do these things for you. Not for other people, but for you. Open these doors for you. See all of these blessings for you. Do these things for you. Like when you get sober, just speaking from my own experience, like I couldn't get sober for somebody else. I had to get sober for me. It didn't work doing it for somebody else. I had to do it for me. We can't give from an empty cup anymore. It's not working. We have to have healthy boundaries. Like, yeah, I would love to do that, but I can't. So now you are opening the floodgates of endless serendipity. From it below, I'm opening the floodgates of endless serendipity, endless blessings, miraculous timelines. Oh, this is beautiful. Like, you have come a really long way in a very short amount of time. And you could think like, oh, it's taken me all this time because I've been doing this way for years and decades and da-da-da-da. But you just started learning a lot of this stuff. And you're like, boopity boopity boop. You're like, Not today, Satan. Not today, Becky. Not today, Bobby. I've got new things. You're no longer going to keep your dreams in this jar. Like, oh, you know, maybe someday I'll be able to do that, but I got to have this and that and this to have it. No. You're just going to create and progress. You don't got problems. And again, not trying to say it in a delusional way. You've just been accessing information where you just know, like, you don't got problems anymore. And everybody likes different manifestation techniques, and different things really resonate with them where they lock into that and they're like, yes, I'm going to do this. And I feel like it's different for everyone. It's not one size fits all. It's not one size fits all, but yeah, I feel like it's that way for a reason. So we all have a different way of teaching, and that's going to resonate with different people that have been through different things or just have a different learning style. Okay. So this is what your new level of authenticity is. This is what your new frequency is. You're also going to be resting more. Okay? Resting a lot more. Because this is helping deactivate a lot of your stress. This is deactivating fight or flight. This is deactivating a lot. So, you know, when I was coming out of college, like, it was cool to not sleep. Okay? It was cool to not get rest. It was cool to just, like, run on fumes. And now that I'm older, I'm like, that is not cool to be running on fumes. It is not cute to be not sleeping. And so you are just rewiring everything. You're like, nope, need to get more sleep. Don't need to be activating more stress. Don't need to be in fight or flight all the time. You're a champion no matter what. No matter what, bestie. Hello Kitty said. Period. Period. Okay, let's get one more for mine. Okay. They want more money than you, and you have one foot out the door. Okay, whatever you've been reconsidering, this is one of the main things that this is helping with. You've been reconsidering a situationship or a relationship, and now you're like, problem solved. You know when you know. You know when you're ready to leave. You know when because this person's competitive with you. You are getting rid of people that are competitive with you. I don't have time for that. And it's just a distraction as well. And you're starting to see, like, if I stay around, this is going to distract me. I'm going to keep trying to solve it. I'm going to keep trying to fix it and walk on eggshells and sidetrack and move out of the way. And no, you are untouchable. You are untouchable. So their threats, their the way that they want to make you feel or to try to intimidate you, that's not going to work. There's a lot of people bitter that you're bossing up. Bitter Betties are a little bit upset. Everyone is talking about your newest transformation. I'm telling you, and you know. I know you know. I want you to drop a smiley face down below if you know that you've been feeling yourself. Okay, if you've been feeling yourself and you've come out of this dark night of the soul, you've come out of this slumber, and you're like, you know what? It's coming around. I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm low-key proud of myself. I want you to drop a smiley face down below because I see you. I see you. Everyone is talking about your newest transformation, and you are emanating pure light. You could have just watched my last message about you receiving 24K in the next 30 days. I don't know. That was insane. I hope you guys enjoy that message as well. But yeah, you are the 0.1%. There's a lot of people bitter that you're bossing up, but they're no longer your problem. They're no longer your problem. You're looking at people like, take a number. Take a number. Get in line. Okay, here you go. Oh my gosh, you're mad? Okay. My calculations say I don't give up. F about you or anything that you do. You've got bigger fish to fry. You're like, I don't need these other issues, and it's not helping you activate anything good in your life, so you're ready to walk away. You're releasing this emotional baggage of thinking that you had to stay. You know, we've all been in a type of relationship where they make us feel bad, like, oh my gosh, you're really gonna leave me, you can't leave me. So yeah, are there a lot of people pocket watching you? Yes, but you are about to leave the masses speechless. Okay, you are about to leave the masses speechless, and you have big money coming in because of this shift. So now that I did yesterday's message for the 0.1, this kind of like makes sense that this is probably how you're getting that, because I was given 20 to 24K in 30 days. And that makes sense because you just got new codes. You just got new information. Dang. Like, what? Okay. Riddle me what? Yeah, because that's going to give you plenty of time. You're manifesting things at a rapid rate. Whoa. Anything else? You know that the help is coming, so you're not worrying. You know that you have 6 figures on the way. This is life-changing money. I mean, you're already changing your life, but you're also already acting as if you've already received it. You're like, I've already received 24K. I already have it. It's already in my bank account. Duh. It is already there. Yeah, look, you already have all the answers. And so keep making yourself the first priority, because you cannot pour into everybody else without first pouring into yourself. You are no longer dealing with the chaos. The signs are already with you. Yeah, it's tempting to stay in these toxic relationships, and it's the devil that you know, but you were just reactivated. You were literally just reactivated. I'm hearing a motorcycle in the distance. Problems, issues, they all have to back up, because you're like, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. This is not your first rodeo, but like, you're starting a whole new rodeo. So let's say you were doing a rodeo in Vegas for a very long time, okay, wherever the geography of where you live is, and now you're like, now I'm going to go to Montana. I'm going to start doing rodeos in Montana, so this will be your first rodeo, living this new life, being reactivated, and no longer catching all the heat, getting all the blame, dealing with all the problems, putting out all the fires. You're not doing it anymore. You're not doing it anymore. Okay? I love it. I love it. They whispered, you cannot withstand the storm. And you whispered back, I am the storm. Yes. Perfect. You know that like real sound where it goes perfect? Yeah, I was like hearing that in my head. Anywho, I want you to drop a smoothie down below, or your favorite fruit, if you made it all the way to the end of this message. And if you did, I'm so grateful and thank you. If you were looking for exclusive ad-free content that is the closest thing to a personal reading, join my Patreon. The link is below. You get exclusive messages ad-free for only $11.11 a month. You can watch so much content on there. There's over 200 messages, and you can cancel at any time. I love my Patreon community, and I get a lot of my downloads there first, and then it transfers over to YouTube. So it's also kind of sometimes like early access as well. Anywho, I'll see you guys in the next one. So don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.